Your position does not exempt you from maintaining community standards, sir. We have received complaints.
This is completely unbelievable. You realize who you're talking to, right?
Cold air hit my face before my brain woke up. Someone pounded on my front door, and red and blue lights flashed across my hallway at 6:12 a.m. I opened the door in socks, smelling wet asphalt and exhaust. Our HOA president, Karen, stood there in a neon pink yoga set, waving a clipboard. Next to her was a tired officer holding a coffee. She jabbed her finger at my porch. Hanging on the railing was my dad's old county sheriff flag from 2009, a little faded. The officer sighed, said this is a civil thing, and stepped back. Karen slapped a bright orange notice on my door anyway. Violation. Unapproved flag. Fine of $150. Threat of a lien if I did not pay in 30 days. On the top of the notice, in bold, was the line that started it all: HOA fined me for a 2009 flag on my porch, had no idea I am their sheriff. Okay, not in those exact words, but close enough. I told Karen the flag was from my dad's retirement, that he died last year, that it was staying. She stared at me like I was gum on her shoe and hissed, "Rules are rules, pay up or lose the house." The officer gave me an awkward sorry look and walked off. By 9:00 a.m., every neighbor who waved at me looked over their shoulder first. That night, May 3, 2024 at 7:45 p.m., I walked to the clubhouse with the notice in my hand and a knot in my stomach. I asked to appeal. The board sat behind folding tables. I pointed out porches with sports flags and seasonal banners. I even offered to move my flag. Karen stared past me, tapping her pen. The vote to deny me took less than 60 seconds. When I turned to leave, I heard her whisper into her phone, "That makes complaint number 7 on him." That was my line in the sand. At home, I made strong coffee, sat at my kitchen table, and opened a notebook. I wrote, Timeline Item 1 April 5 at 4:27 a.m. false trespass call. Then the second noise complaint. Then the trash can incident. Under that, in big letters, I wrote, patterns of false reports can be prosecuted. I promised myself I would stay calm and use only proper channels. No yelling. No petty revenge. Just paper. I opened my laptop and started the boring kind of war. Public records. I pulled our HOA's filings from the county site and the file landed with 63 pages when the printer finished. I read every one. The flag rule Karen quoted? Never recorded with the county. In simple terms, if a rule is not recorded, they cannot legally fine you for it. The next day at work, I asked our office attorney a random question. He said the same thing, unenforceable. That is when I played my hidden card. My day job is at the County Code and Records Office. I help review HOA paperwork. That night I lined up photos, emails, and call logs in a binder. I added screenshots of porches with all kinds of flags. At the next open HOA meeting, the clubhouse was packed. People lined the walls, phones ready to film. I rolled in with my binder and a small box. When they opened the floor, I walked up and said, "For the record, the rule you find me under does not exist in county records." I laid down my copies. One by one, I showed the timestamps, the missing amendments, the part where the board was supposed to file new rules but never did. I handed the officer in the back my packet from the box, every police and non-emergency call they had made on me in 1 year, neatly stapled. On top it said, pattern of harassment. I read out loud, Timeline Item 1 April 5 at 4:27 a.m. false trespass call, and people laughed at how petty it sounded. When I said I was the clerk who processed their last filing, the room gasped. 2 weeks later, the county sent an inspector. The same officer came back, no lights this time, just a calm knock and an apology. He said he had filed his own report about the pattern of calls. The county letter that followed hit the HOA like a storm. All flag fines under the fake rule were canceled. Everyone who had paid got credits, more than 20 neighbors. The board had to hold a special election. Karen lost her president's seat and cannot serve for 5 years. Many neighbors watched the meeting live on their phones, sending me laughing emojis as the vote rolled in. Now my dad's flag hangs in a frame inside my living room, safe, and an approved plain flag waves outside. The air on our street smells like grills and fresh cut grass instead of wet asphalt at dawn. Neighbors stop to talk without looking over their shoulders. Karen still scurries by with her eyes forward, but she is not the sheriff of anything anymore. Please follow for more HOA showdowns like this. Do you think she got what she deserves? Comment below.